Hey guys, today I am going to talk about my opinions on Mass Dispel and why it can be a part of the Gadgetzan meter.
I'm in charge now.
First, Mass Dispel is a 4-mana priest spell that has the ability to silence all enemy minions and draw a card. It's similar to Purify but more useful in many ways, because it silences enemy minions, clearing their effects. Such silencing buffed paladin minions and clearing all of their buffed effects, and the caster also draws a card. In the Gadgetzan meter, ladder climbing may be difficult for many players because most of their opponent play decks such as Pirate Warrior, Aggro Shaman and Miracle Rogue. These decks have astonishing outburst abilities and can have an early board advantage. They typically can set up a board control around turn 4 and usually hit lethal on turn 6.
Go face and obliterate noobs.
They are similar to Face Hunter and Zulok in the previous meters. For players who use control decks will have great difficulty if they don't have board clearing cards like Hellfire, Volcanic Potion because these decks have insane early game advantage. But fortunately if one is lucky enough to survive turn 8 with usually 15 or more health, then these rush decks will be no match for control decks. This is also the reason why Cabal decks always bring Reno Jackson, especially Renolock, which depends on life tapping and therefore the hero always have minus 20 health. The deck out of 3 with most outstanding abilities in the game twister is probably Miracle Rogue, which is one of the legend decks and are super difficult to deal with cards like Edwin Van Cleef, Cold Blood, Questing Adventurer, and the most annoying of them all, Conceal. But thankfully this spell is moving to Wild. Conceal provides an extra turn for the player to make the questing adventure even bigger by giving them stealth. With stealth, it is impossible to directly target the enemy minions, and most board clear spells can't be casted around turn 5 to turn 6. With one extra turn advantage, the players can make their questing adventurers to 10/10 minions and that could be the end game. Mass Dispel, having the ability to silence all enemy minions without targeting them will clear the quest adventurer, Van Cleef and sometimes Gadgetzan auctioneer's effects and therefore turning them into 2/2 minions even with stealth. They are not directly targeted by the spell so that's why Mass Dispel works so well against Miracle Rogue decks. For instance, you can turn to questing adventurers back into 3 mana to 2 minions for the rest of the game if the enemy hero does not have Shadow Step. Also by doing this you can draw a card like Excavated Evil and have a total board clear and gain back board advantages in the late game. Using all spells to buff the adventurer or Van Cleef, the opponent will lose most of the opponent deck's synergy and therefore greatly reducing the win rate. In my opinion, this is one of the reasons why Mass Dispel can be added to part of the current meta not only because it counters Miracle Rogue, but also can counter Pirate Warrior and Aggro Shaman in some ways, such as silencing Flamatong Totem, Aya Blackpaw, clearing their effects and getting a bigger win rate. Of course one might not able to draw Mass Dispel as the starting hand, but in my opinion it is always secure to bring a card that can complete shut down current strong decks. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. I will make more Hearthstone contents in the future and some support is greatly appreciated.